All right, so everybody's here except for Riku, probably playing on his Vita. Get off the Vita.
How you going to say about him when he's not even here?
Hey, listen, man, I'm getting tired of these Vita lovers out here. All right, they all like, oh, the Vita's so great. And listen, man, all right. It wasn't trash, but it was a failure. Okay, I'm just gonna put it like that. Same thing with you Switch owners acting like the Wii U doesn't exist.
I mean,
okay.
Hey, Nintendo just pulled the Wii U from their website, so I don't even know what a Wii U is anymore.
Oh my god!
They also pulled the virtual one.
You ain't loyal.
I always like to say this: the existence of a Switch does not remove the existence of a Wii U.
Big facts. That's what these Switch owners be acting like. I'm tired of it.
But on the same page, the existence of a 3DS does not actually, also remove Virtual Boy from existing. So same kind of thing here,
Oh, you went far back.
Wow.
It did have some decent games. You actually look back, it had some cool stuff.
Yeah.
It even had Jack Bros, which was that top-down shooter starring Pyro Jack and Jack Frost.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That actually sounds pretty cool.
I heard it's actually pretty good.
All right. Okay, so we have everybody here. We're about to start this podcast. Welcome to the HPMP JRPG podcast, episode 33. We are missing the resident Vita lover, but we're going to keep going without him because, him and his Vita is just making love problem. I don't know. All right, so let's start off with the introductions. Go ahead, Blake.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Westtown HD. Shout out to Shadow for having me on here, and yeah.
All right. Gab, go ahead.
Hey guys, it's Gab. Excited for another episode. We got a lot to talk about today.
Okay. Nightmare?
Hey, it's Nightmare Alpha. Nice to always be here. Just be nice. I've seen already things in the chat that I don't like.
Souls.
What's up, everybody? Souls is here. Glad to be here again. We on our second week consecutively.
Is that first time in history? Oh no. Okay.
There'll be mods in the chat too.
Yeah, we probably should. Q, go ahead.
Hey, well, I don't know what to say. Thanks for having me back.
All right. Jammer.
Yo, what's up?
Love the energy, dude.
I don't have anything else to say. When's the last time I was on here? Like,
it's been a good minute.
A year or two. Probably.
Yeah, it's been
it wasn't pretty long. It was pretty long.
It was one of them origin episodes.
Yeah, it was like you did one episode every few months.
Yeah,
something like that.
Hoodley.
Hello, thank you for having me back on.
Okay.
That's all I really gotta say.
Alrighty, and of course you guys know this is the JRPG God, Mr. JRPG Shadow Elite. Last of Us is a great game. Anybody who thinks otherwise, stupid. Yeah. No, I'm messing around. I'm messing with you guys. All right, so let's just get started with this. We missed some topics last week, so we can dive deep into this Sony censorship. So it's official. Sony has made a statement, or one of their PRs at that event made a statement that, yeah, they are cracking down on the lewd games and the smut in their end games. And they're not really giving developers a really roadmap of what they can follow, what's allowed and what's not allowed. And honestly, for this censorship, real quick, I made my own video on censorship before, had to take it down for... It was a shitstorm in the comments. But I'm going to say this. I don't really care all that much about censorship. I don't want a game to get censored. Don't get me wrong. But if it does happen, I'm sorry to say, I'm still going to play the game. There's nothing stopping me from playing that game. I don't want censorship to happen, but I'm still going to play the game. There are some areas in censorship where the character in question is a little bit on the young side. I could understand why Sony or anybody might want to cover them up. Japan is different from America, but again, I am not going to stop playing a game. I believe Hoodley last week you had a whole bunch to say on this topic.
I mean, yeah, but it's.
Did you break up there?
I know, right?
No, I'm just.
Okay.
I don't know. Did you actually want me to talk about it?
I mean,
yeah,
that's why you're here, man.
That's what we're here for, dude.
Shoot your shot.
All right. Well, Ah, crap. Where was it?
You put him on
Yeah,
the
I know
spot
what I
and
want
threw
to
him
say.
off.
I just don't know how to start it. So I'm just gonna go in and say this. I'm not. When it comes to it's. I know this isn't technically censorship in like the actual definition, or at least I'm not entirely sure it is because I'm not really an expert on censorship, so I can't really decide one way or another if this is censorship in the classical and actual definition. It might be in the colloquial definition, but whatever. But the main thing I'm worried about with Sony being so, let's just say, prudish, isn't so much what it's doing to games right now. Actually, I am kind of worried about that. But the main thing I'm worried about by such a big company having a new policy like this is really more what it will do to discourage developers from actually maybe treating stuff like sexuality and stuff like that a little more, actually mature. Because when you look back on it, we don't really do that in video games. And considering just like usually when it's just about sex and sexuality, it's just, like dead or alive extreme beach volleyball. And that's basically the furthest we go with it. Aside from something like Catherine, I don't think I've ever seen a game actually explore those kinds of topics to any degree that I actually consider to be beyond just basic titillation. So I'm more worried that such a big company will discourage developers from, going deeper with that and exploring topics like that in the future more than I am the actual visual content, because if you discuss that in a video game, you're going to have to show something like that. So I'm not sure if that actually makes sense, but that's basically just what I wanted to say. I would like to see developers, somewhat move away from just using TNA as just basic fan service and actually, dive into topics that actually have something to say rather than just something to show, if that makes any sense.
I
Okay.
understand what you want to say. It's basically like, yeah, not just having an M rating, but also talking in a mature way of the topics, not just, exposing. I understand this. This is
Yeah,
totally this is actually a pretty good idea, But now we have this kind of problem where we might not get this because developers might be disencouraged from it.
Jammer, you got anything to say about this one?
it wasn't done.
Oh wow.
I mean,
Right.
I'm on your side. I don't, I don't really have much to say, honestly. Like I said, like you said, I don't encourage it. I just don't think it's as big of a deal. But I also see where the other dude was coming from. I do see where he's coming from. In the sense that's just like bad practice in a sense. It could lead to something deeper or whatever, but overall,
Okay.
But I mean, sexuality is portrayed wrong in every medium.
I mean, is it really?
Well, yeah, but I think
most.
it's especially true in video games, especially where violence tends to be a lot more, I guess, accepted than, topics of sexuality and stuff like that. Because, like, I don't think I can actually think of a few video games that have treated violence and its depiction in ways that were actually profound, in ways that actually said something that were compelling, but I can't think of anything that did that for, topics of sex and sexuality. Like Spec Ops The Line, in a way, that was a great statement about the extreme violence and oversaturation of military third-person shooters back in the previous generation. But the only one that actually dealt with topics beyond, TNA was Catherine. And I don't think even that game did a super great job about talking about that stuff. So I just think it's a shame that this will hinder or discourage developers from tackling subjects like that in a way that's actually interesting and mature and actually says something.
you know what was
Especially
crazy?
since violence seems to be just, so much more readily welcomed. And I'm more concerned about, because I don't think that consuming violent media makes you more violent. And I don't. That was another tangent I meant to go on, but I'm just like, why is violence okay?
You know what was
You
crazy
can't
with
have
the
hits.
DMC5?
What's wrong with that?
They censored that one scene, but then they updated it and they took it out. What was that about?
Yeah, that's stupid. Like, why did
made
they
no
do that?
sense.
That didn't need to happen at all. Why are you censoring something so, like, minor? that
So
no one
then,
even cares.
then when they took it out, I'm like, all right, then what's going on here?
So wait a minute.
Not
It
like
was
it or not?
literally just her ass that was showing.
Yeah,
Like
they
a
just put a
cracker rack.
shiny over it.
Yeah.
Like
Sony
nothing
said
happened.
no.
And they,
There were other
and
things
they,
in the
and they
game
said,
that happened.
and then they said, all right, never mind, y'all can have that butt. And we were like, okay, thanks.
But I had a couple other things to say about the censorship thing before we switch topics completely.
Go ahead, Gab.
I mean, if the game comes out on the Switch, that just means I'll buy it on the Switch probably instead. So they're losing that sale. I don't want censorship. I see both sides of the spectrum. I understand. But also I buy fucked up games. So you know what? Make it
Yeah, I
easier for me
saw
to buy
you
them.
decided
Okay.
to get Peach
I
Ball.
just bought Peach Beach, or no, what is it called?
Peach Ball.
Peach Ball. Yeah, I just bought Peach Ball, and I did buy Dead or Alive Extreme 3 on the PS4, so you can't stop me.
We don't wanna.
You're awesome.
Q, you got anything to say on this one?
I've got a lot, but I'm gonna have to tune it down this week. The thing is that I understand where, for example, Hoodley is going with the whole, trying to make something profound about sexuality and all that kind of stuff, and I get that. But the thing about it is, for me, games are fun. It's if I'm gonna pick up and play a game, I don't want every game to be trying to teach me something. I don't want every game to be profound. Sometimes I just want to just have fun, like Gab said with the whole Peach Bowl thing. I'm looking forward to playing Peach Bowl when I get a copy of that. That's going to be fun for me. I enjoy Sinner and Kagura because it's a fun game. The sex and TNA does add some flavor to it. It's just a bit of splash, but for the most part, it's the fun. That's the thing. And I think the thing is that everyone's kind of looking for something before they just accept it for what it is. And it's not the fact that everything needs to be a specific thing. I think it's just we should have options and choices.
Yes.
And that's it. Basically, give us choices. And the thing is, the market is going to decide for themselves. If it's good, it will sell. If it sucks, then it won't sell and it will die. But if they sell like Sinner and Kagura, then let it sell. That's the whole point we have a rating system for.
Do you guys think Persona 5R is gonna get censored with Kasumi's outfit?
I mean, probably not, because that was stupid fans doing
Yeah.
reaction.
What's the issue?
That.
What's the issue?
Kasumi's outfit, she like her whole leotard, skin showing,
She's got
high
legs.
highs.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's like,
I'm showing less skin than most characters.
yeah, and it's
Most
like
of the
it's
personas.
we haven't seen that yet.
Isn't there one
we've
persona
seen
that's
new
basically just a
personas.
giant dong in a chariot?
Yes, Mara.
Exactly.
But they're fine with that.
But the point is here is also that this is already marketing material. It's like, why would they censor it now? It's already approved. They had all the time in the world to say no, you can't show that. And Sony was fine with it, so probably not going to be censored unless something really crazy stupid happens.
Listen, somebody out there made Kasumi's outfit a little bit better, or in some ways. Let me just show
I know what
everybody.
you
real
mean.
quick.
Oh, I know exactly what
I
you mean.
think I know what you're talking
I've
Please
about.
seen
only
that
stay for
retweet.
work. We have to
I've
keep
seen that
the
retweet.
channel.
Someone in the chat said at least Switch Persona 5 Scramble will have boob physics, and I completely approve.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
Wait,
Koei Tecmo always got the
Is
jiggles on them.
that confirmed?
It's a Koei Tecmo game, and it's a Muso game.
I know
Sony-
jiggle physics are gonna be in there, but I'm just talking like, is that gonna be exclusive to the Switch
Probably
version?
not.
No.
Probably
Oh,
not.
no, definitely not.
I'm loving that outfit that Shadow
It's
just
gonna
put
be
up.
better.
That looks good.
Let me see. Yo, yeah, that one's pretty dope.
Yeah, see that one right there, yo.
Okay,
yo,
that's-
let's get it.
Mm.
Let's get
Okay,
it.
first of all,
That's
y'all
funny.
a bunch of perverts. All right, that's first
Let's
of all.
just-
I don't want to hear that from you. I don't want to hear that
here,
from you.
guys. Okay, this is too much. All right, guys. We need to cover her up. Okay, guys. Oh my goodness, guys.
You know the thing about it is, we sort of like women are so tabooed, like the female form, right? But men show so much skin. Why is that? Why is it societally that we see women in this sort of like taboo way, like just showing a little extra skin? She's not showing her genitalia,
Because Western
Well,
civilization hates tits.
Exactly.
Because
Testing,
it
testing,
gets
can anyone
men
hear me?
rowdy. It gets men rowdy.
Hello?
Freak is here.
Riku.
Hello.
Am I wrong?
Yo, this Vita lover here. Yo, kick this man out, man. Okay, so yeah, this is just getting out of hand.
Yeah,
with, censorship.
Okay, before we do go on, I just wanted to say thank you for letting me say what I had to say, even if I was rambly and said stuff that didn't make any sense. Thanks for letting me say that.
We're always here to let people speak their mind.
Yeah, like the Vita is truth and Vita is love.
Shut
Kind
up.
of wild.
Vita's I'm sorry, I'm late. And how's everybody doing? I'm
Pretty good. Pretty good.
No,
Hey, cool.
you ain't gonna come in here and watch
man.
casual, all right, man. You were late, all right. I'm getting a little tired now.
Oh no.
But Rico, what do you think about censorship? Sony censorship tirade and policies are changing.
Let's see. All of this censorship that's changing. Okay, you know what? Here's the thing. If they start fucking with my Falcom games, if I get into Cold Steel 3 and Emma's nice voluptuous titties are all covered up, we're gonna have a motherfucking problem. No, I mean, I don't know. I've been real indifferent about all of this shit happening. But I guess I'm kind of similar to you, Shadow, as far as it doesn't really change the story or the gameplay as far as the stuff that they're changing. So it doesn't really bother me. But I can understand from an artistic standpoint of the original creators,
So wait a minute, what if the original creators were cool with it?
If the original creators was cool with it, then I have even more of a reason not to sit down and bitch about it. But if
You guys remember Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door?
That was censored?
Yeah.
Really? How so?
How?
Well, one of the characters was a little bit more ambiguous in the depiction of gender. The idea was basically that they were presenting as one of the characters was presented as female in the English version, and in the Japanese version, it was more of a male character from the identity. Talking about it, and they removed that for Western audiences.
I mean, technically, she was still female in the Japanese version.
Wasn't Breath of Fire 4 censored also?
I mean, there are a lot of games that were censored over times. The list is long.
It is long.
So it's basically like a poison switch situation, I guess.
In a way.
Nah.
In a way.
Poison's confusing. Poison situation is confusing.
Yeah, Poison basically, they didn't, back in the day, they didn't like, girls.
What was her name? Wasn't it Vivi? No, that's from Final Fantasy. I'm going to look that up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Indifferent, man. I was indifferent.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything to say about censorship? Real quick?
I mean, we can shortly, minusculely talk about why they do it, and it's not just because they want to, virtue signal or something like that. It's just plain old strategy for selling products. It's like they know that they get that the M rating is discouraging certain people. And of course, if there is a teen rating or a PG rating, they will have theoretically a larger audience to sell this to. So of course they're going to make this. Of course, this is from a gamer perspective pretty shitty, because it removes content and it sometimes can be affecting the artistic value. But I understand why they're doing it. It's just it's not that they want to it's not that they are trying to say something with it. They just want to make more money, and less conflict is often making a product more appealing for people,
But do you think so? I mean, with Sony's standpoint on the reason for censorship, they said it was for the children. Like that was the reason that they said.
Yeah, but they no. That's what they say, but that's just adopting progressive language to sell a product. That has nothing.
They forced it on every aspect of their whole PlayStation brand. Like it's not just censorship for like North America, which I'd be fine with to a certain extent, but it's the entire PlayStation brand. Japan and Europe as well are being censored. So like,
yes, because they know. I don't understand this. I think they feel that in certain areas where this is a little bit more restrictive, they could get away with less. Like Australia, where it is far more stricter. And I'm pretty sure they say, well, there is a large market of people who would want to buy our games, but we consistently have the problems with these rating boards. So why not, cut out the middleman and say, okay, we can make more money if we just cut out the smut, and then we can sell it to more people, from that perspective. Less resistance, more sold product, That's probably how they think.
Which is stupid.
I know it's stupid. I know.
What the people who actually wanted to buy the game not really want to buy the game because
That's not
What
the
was I
point.
saying?
This
I
is
don't
this
know.
is you don't understand this. These publishers are not interested necessarily in the core audience of something. They want to sell it to more people, and casual fans are usually more people than core audiences. It's not
Yeah, but if
important
you
that you
censor something like Senran Kagura, who the heck's gonna buy it?
that's the problem here, and then that's why this is so weird and so confusing to people. It's not progressive language. It's just they're just idiots that think that they can do the same thing that you do with cars or other lifestyle products.
It's almost like they got a bot working this thing, and they're just doing it with like any game. Not even they don't even care like which demographic the games appeals to. They just
don't.
push
They
it out
don't.
on anything.
There's too many games.
Censorship cares not for context.
I wonder if
comes
the strategy is
to,
working, though, because if they're actually making money, like more money on certain specific titles.
Yeah, but because
find out.
that's the point. I mean, this is basically what it is. They cut out the smaller publishers, the smaller developers that don't make so much money because they're only here for the big bucks. And sooner or later, they either adopt the same kind of thing that they want, and therefore either change over time their audience and lose a lot of people who are interested in it, or they just stop producing, and then other avenues will come up. In the end, Sony will win from a profit perspective, but we probably all lose from that.
So why exactly is Nintendo cool with all this?
Because Nintendo is smart. Let's put it this way, right? Nintendo before used to censor stuff, and they'd get sales. Now, Nintendo first party would sell, but third party wouldn't sell for Nintendo. That was kind of the thing. Like, everyone knew Nintendo was for first party. Now their third party stuff would really sell really well on it. Sony was where third party sold well because Sony wasn't enforcing any sort of censorship and stuff. As far as I'm concerned, every time a publisher or developer, a main manufacturer, whatever have you, as far as I'm concerned, whenever they get to the top, what they do is they just start becoming really rigid because they're so afraid of how everyone's going to think of them. So right now, Sony's on the top. So they're like, oh, you know what? Let's just try to make things, as safe as possible because the PlayStation 4 is the most popular console right now. We don't want people to think bad of us, And so I think that's the thing. I think like this generation, Sony knows that they're in the lead, so they're going to censor the hell out of stuff. Currently right now, Nintendo's not in the lead. The focus is not on them. And so they're allowing it as much as they can so that they can build back up their fan base. And I think for me, honestly, I think Sony's going to lose out in the end because I think people are going to jump ship. I mean, there's the PC, and everything's coming to PC now. And then there's the Switch. And then Sony has PlayStation now as well. So you could just stream if you wanted the exclusives if you want. Pay a month, just that 1 month, finish off God of War. You're good to go. Back to play PC games. I don't see Sony's going to lose.
So you're saying that this Switch censor initiative isn't going to last long until they're on top.
So if they reach 90 million units, they're gonna start being like, nah, Senran Kagura touchy game. Nah, we out. We don't know what that game is.
We don't do that no more. We too big for that.
Wait a second.
That's why we go PC.
But there's one thing that I would like to add. Some people are concerned that with the censorship, this whole Persona 5 thing here, why people are concerned about this, and I want to confirm that people don't have to be concerned about this. Atlas is part of Sega, and Sega is a really large publisher, and that means they have a lot of leverage towards Sony. So you don't actually have to deal with that. Sony can afford to enrage Sega because that would actually cost them money in the long run. So basically, the larger you are, the more power you have in this game already. So from that perspective, Persona fans don't have to worry at all.
Yeah, especially while it's still exclusive as well.
Switching to PC and Switch, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's on PS4, not on Switch. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe that I want Persona 5 on Switch. I want Persona 5 on everything. I want every game on everything.
Oh, this man is just
every
so
game on
That's
everything.
too loud. You'll get Persona 5 on your smartphone.
Yeah.
Oh my
excluding that. I'll take it on everything except smartphone. I'm not playing games on my mobile. That's gonna kill my battery.
Vita.
Unless it's on that Vita.
God.
Stop.
Persona 5 Platinum on the Vita,
Stop.
baby. That would be amazing.
No, no Vita.
Comes with another girl. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, okay. Let's go to a little quick topic real quick. Jeremy, are you around?
You said me?
Yeah. What's going on with this Code Vein, man? Where's the game at? Where's Code Vein at?
Whoa, why are we
Here's
acting?
Animu Dark Souls.
You're acting like he's in charge of Code
Yo,
Vein,
yo,
and
he's
it's
the-
his fault.
He is the aficionado on Code Vein on YouTube. Okay, people want to know about Code Vein. They go to my boy Jammer. All right,
All right, you got some explaining to do, buddy.
yeah, man, let's go.
So where's that though?
Well, just know it's coming soon.
All right.
You're gonna hear about it. Yeah, I should be saying this, but you're gonna hear about it by like early May.
Oh,
So you hear it
Next
first, Pierre.
Early May, huh?
Early May, we get some new information.
Can we hold you accountable if we don't hear anything? Can we get
Oh,
these
wait,
back
it was
on here and
2 weeks. Oh yeah, you can hold me accountable.
okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I would never say that. I would.
All right, guys,
You can hold me
listen,
accountable.
Heard it here first.
You
Listen,
heard it
Your
here
first people. 2 weeks, you gonna hear about that juicy info
It's
you've
like-
been waiting for.
It's like Atlas announcing a trailer.
I'm giving you guys content right now. That's crazy.
Mhm. the exclusive.
Quick, someone make a video about Code Vein. Go, go, go.
Nah, but for real, yeah. You have my word.
So wait a minute, Jared. You think this game is gonna be like as good as Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all that good stuff, or is it just gonna be like it's gonna be its own little thing?
I think it's gonna be its own little thing. It has enough. It has enough like features that to make it stand out.
Okay.
So like Sekiro.
Like the
Yeah.
Animu.
Yeah, the way that Sekiro was able to kind of like keep itself in the Soulsborne realm, but still at the same time feel like it. Or I don't know if I said that right. It's like not exactly, but it still kind of is, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
That's the same way I feel like Code Vein is.
All
I
right.
feel like I'm unsure of if I'm still gonna pick it up or not. I need to see more gameplay or
Yeah.
need to know more about
Oh,
it.
that's also going to be.
I completely forgot what it was until you actually brought
Yeah.
it up.
You guys see this now. This is really This can't get out. You will be able to play it soon.
Oh, what? Are we talking about a beta, or are we talking about like a demo?
I'm not gonna say anything else.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I'm done.
That's good. Leave it at that.
Does
Leave
Jeremy
it at
work for Bandai Namco?
No, I don't.
Nah, his dad works for Bandai Namco.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my father.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, I'm lying. I'm lying.
Cause yeah, I was going to slide into your DMs like, yo, I need some review code, man. What's up?
Believe me, I'm like, oh,
He works for Bandai Namco. Tell me about the next Tales of game. Yeah, tell us all the juicy
Tell me
info
about that
Bandai.
Digimon game.
oh man.
All right, so honestly, myself, I don't have any hope for Code Vein right now. I need to see more. And honestly, it's a game that I'm gonna need to see some reviews for before I get on it. It's been delayed a little bit too long. It had a stern release date, and now it's just nowhere in sight. So if, like my boy Jammer said, it's gonna be there. I don't know.
I'm telling you. I think it's gonna be good.
Okay,
Has it been
All right.
2 years since they announced it?
Probably, yeah. I think so.
2017, yeah.
Dang.
2015, that's 4
It
years.
was at the end of 2017 though. It was like
End of 27, okay.
so.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. After I just finished beating Sekiro, second ending, man, I am really like exhausted with these like Souls like games. Being tested and pushed to my limit is I don't know, man. I'm
I don't
tired.
know. I don't know, man. If it was on video, you'd probably be like, "Oh my god, it's the greatest game ever!" Nah.
Now, see, you're not wrong about that.
All
But
right.
no, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how I feel when Code Vein comes out. If I'm all, ready and regenerated back up to get fucked again by another Souls like.
Whoa.
Just one more question for you, Jammer. I kind of think that God Eater 3 came out, went under the radar, and nobody really talked about it.
Yeah, it did.
Is
I
that
didn't even know
true?
it was out.
It was a big flop.
Oh, it was.
Dude, if you would have seen this what was happening whenever Resurrection released, I didn't realize it at the time, but whenever I saw what happened when God of the 3's release, I was like, what the hell? It doesn't make no sense. Resurrection wasn't really a new game, and that shit had so I think it was the Vita. That's what it was. It releasing on the Vita, people were so excited, and then as soon as they heard 3 wasn't, everyone turned their head. They're like, "Oh, I don't even."
I mean, it's
I'll
on
tell
Switch now.
I'll
It's
tell you
on
what
the Switch.
happened because I was waiting for God Eater for the longest, like the franchise.
I know.
God
On Vita,
Eater,
and on Vita, right?
yeah, I've been waiting for that way
That's
too
how
long.
So many people were. That's
I've-
what I'm saying.
too long for that shit. By the time God Eater Resurrection came out, I had already played Ragnarok Odyssey, Soul Sacrifice, Freedom Wars.
People were like
Freedom
heroin
Wars
addicts
is
that were
weird.
like just waiting for another Hunter game, and then God Eater,
Yeah,
which is like
God.
the
I
god.
think God Eater came out way too late. God Eater should have been there the
They
second,
played
third year that Vita, was out.
They should have released Resurrection and 2 at the same damn time, and then by the time 2 came out, should have been 3.
That's true.
That's Bandai Namco's fault.
Just and that's all they do. They don't know how to release games. They don't know how. I bet you $20 Code Vein gonna be slapped in the middle of freaking August or whatever when all the big other name games come out, and it's just gonna.
They kind of did that last time. With,
It was about to be, yeah.
It was about to be, yeah.
And I was like, this shit is retarded.
Isn't that what happened with like Ni no Kuni? Ni no Kuni 2 came out, and then everyone forgot about it. That it came out.
Ni no Kuni came out around like 3 to 4 other big games. I forget what they are now. Was one of my
I think God of War
Heavy
was
Rush.
Wasn't Nier one of the games?
Neo. What?
Neo.
Oh yeah, Neo. Yeah, Neo came out. Well, okay.
Neo was like in development for like 12 years.
We didn't hear about 2 either.
So
Neo 2, yeah, Neo 2. We still haven't heard anything about that
at all.
So somebody asked a good question in the chat: is the Switch gonna save God Eater 3? Is it gonna be a brand new resurgence of people just?
Nah.
Did they say God Eater was coming to the Switch?
It's already
they announced it a while ago.
trailer. They announced it like what?
July 26th, I think.
Yeah, July is coming out. Yeah, something like that.
We'll see. All these these Switch people, man. They like to hype up a lot of stuff, but
Yeah, all right. Yep, they do that.
I think though
sales, but that's it. It's not.
I think though it's the only reason Switch people were hyping up so many games that they were getting was because the console was still rather new. They're ready to play anything that hops onto it. I think we're reaching a point in the Switch's life where there's a lot of stuff to play on your Switch. So people, other than the big things like Persona 5, people aren't really, thirsty for every single thing to come over now these days. You're definitely going to hear it a lot less.
I've seen a lot of, I call them Toxic Switch Crusaders, which I should probably change because it's based on Toxic Crusader, and he was actually a hero, complaining on like Twitter and YouTube and all that everything, absolutely everything should come to the Switch, regardless of what it is. So,
and when was this?
I keep seeing it.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's gonna reach a point soon that it's going to be calming. Really,
I
down.
hope so.
It's not gonna calm down because I know PS4 people were like that too. The first year and a half the PS4 was out, anything that hopped on the PS4 was selling really well. Everybody was buying it because they just wanted to play stuff on their PS4. Yeah.
Okay.
$1 million sales type of game.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, by the way, Shadow.
Yeah.
I didn't know the best part to bring this up, but I checked that little list of topics you gave me at Twitter. We didn't talk about Kotaku getting the lyrics wrong.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We can slide right into that right now.
I was just
all right. Sorry, I just thought I should remind you since it was on the list.
So yeah,
He never really follows the list.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I go completely out of order. Yeah. So Kotaku, they done goofed. They released an article saying that one of the Persona 5 songs said the word retarded, I believe.
Even though they didn't.
Yeah, even though they didn't. And the whole Persona 5 community, rightfully so. This is when a fan base rightfully attacks something that did something that done goofed. And they retract their statement, but they still refuse to take down the article. I don't know if the article is still up right now.
I think they
No. There, you have missed a major flaw in the story.
Go
Something
ahead.
you should have said
Go ahead.
was that he said it was his opinion.
Oh,
That heard that word, and that was the funniest thing. You can't even take him seriously because that's what he said. He's like, "It's okay, it's my opinion." It's like, what?
Wait,
Okay, that's a new one.
Essentially,
What
this
they-
argument isn't even valid.
they heard.
They done changed the
What the
definition of what
heck?
journalist is.
And that was their justification for keeping it up. Was that
Okay.
that it was an opinion.
It's
Okay.
up because
Not
of
an
ad
opinion,
revenue.
that's a
It's-
mistake.
Yes,
So
yes.
in my opinion, I think they said this. No, they didn't say that. It's
Like-
not your opinion. You were wrong.
Okay.
So
okay.
in my opinion, 1 + 1 = 3. Huh.
Oh,
You can't say anything now, can you? Like
Well,
what?
So guys. Let me just give you a good hard shake
Hello,
here.
bud.
So you have to understand. What they're doing is writing provocative to get the ad revenue, to get the clicks. You know? They
We all know
don't do
that.
this because this is some shit that you can research. This is not just
Facts.
this is too simple. But they know they get an outcry from the Persona fanboys, you know? They
They're
get
doing the literary equivalent of putting boobs in a thumbnail.
exactly. It's clickbait. And as long as we do this is not necessary. Because here's the thing. If a company thinks you actually slandered their product with that, they will go and tell them, no, can't do that. You know? They will go and make clear you have to retract that. That's definitely not true. You're slandering the product. But we don't need to do that because we are not the companies. You know, we might be fans. You know, that's okay. But the importance is that they do this and they do this reliably. You can see that there is at least one outcry each week over a stupid Kotaku or a similar article like that. And it's always the fact that we make these things happen as long as we click onto them and as long as we talk about them. That's true that they are wrong, but we need to be careful because the longer we pay attention to them, the more we exacerbate the problem.
I mean, like, this is, like you said, this is a problem that could have easily been solved or not even put out in the forefront if you just Googled the lyrics. Any lyrics would have been
But
just
it's an
fine.
opinion.
Oh my god.
Like, there's no argument there. It's wrong, and he just covered his flaw by saying it was an opinion. But it's
Some
literally
people
But
have
the problem
opinion
with that is
that,
that he feels fine saying that. Like,
Yeah, I'm getting tired of that
All
crap. That's a wrong opinion, like literally right there. Like there aren't wrong opinions, but that's not even an opinion. You're just fucking wrong.
It's not really an opinion. Yeah, he's trying to lie.
You wrote the article anyway.
Make an article about his opinion. Like he's a journalist and he only be reporting facts.
Yes. Oh my god.
That's not. It's not about the facts. It's about the money. That article was linked everywhere when it came out. Right, everyone reshared that article. Was like, look at Kotaku messing up and all that kind of stuff. Kotaku runs ads on their site. It's business. At the end of the day, even if they wanted to take it down, the money that they would get from leaving it up, even if it's until the whole thing fades away, is them way more than taking it down right now. Unless, of course, they get a retraction statement from Nintendo or whatever have you to take it down. They don't have to, and I don't think they will because of the fact that they're getting paid. And
let me ask you, Q, since you own the website, would you have taken it down?
Oh no, I would have taken it down.
Oh man, but you're getting all those clicks, man. You're getting that cheddar, man. I don't
Okay,
know.
so here's the thing, right? Something similar happened with me this week, right? But it wasn't about like I was wrong. It was just the fact that people were hating on a video that I did. So I did a video, and it wasn't. It was completely negative. It was about Persona 5S, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That video, man, that was depressing. I was like, I don't know, man. You're wrong in this.
My comment section exploded, and then there was a bunch of
explain it to the people that don't know what's going on here.
So the video is basically this, right? So Persona 5 hour got announced, and I made a video the day when it announced, and I said, this is not what we were looking forward to, and so forth. Then I went in my Discord, and some of my Discord reminded me, hey, S is still going to be announced tomorrow. So I was like, oh, okay, I have hope. So I go back, and S gets announced the next day. And then they announced, I see the trailer and everything, and I'm like, this is not a mainline Persona game. This is a Musou game. I'm not excited for this. So I made a video for it where I was basically saying, oh, this is terrible. I feel hurt. I was looking forward to this, and they made a Musou game. And then in the video, I still said, you know what? I'll still probably pick it up. It's Persona. I'll play it and all that kind of stuff, but it's not what I wanted. But most people would not get that far in the video. That's probably at the end. Most people watched the first part of the video, and they were like, "Oh, this he needs to die." And so it's the video.
Basically, because you were expressing your disappointment.
Yeah, basically, I was expressing my disappointment for it, and people were like, "Oh, I hate the game," and "Oh, I should play Persona," and I should have bought a PS3 if I wanted. I'm like, dude,
wait, have you played Persona 5 yet?
They're not wrong.
Persona 5.
You've already played Persona 5.
I've played Persona 5. I own it on PlayStation 5, on PlayStation 4. I got it from Atlas. Oh, sorry, 5. Yeah, I got it from Atlas. Atlas sent me my copy. I played it before everyone else. Well, at least. So the point is that no, these people were raging about, oh, you should play the game first before you have these things to say about Persona 5 R and S and stuff. And I'm like, dude, if you're gonna make a comment, at least make an educated comment. So what I did, I had one of two choices, right? The video already had like way negative points, like it was like 60 something negative, and not as much likes, and a bunch of negative comments. So I could do one of two things: ignore the comments and do nothing, or milk it. I decided to milk it. I went in there and I responded to every comment, and I'm just saying my CPM looked great. I was like, yeah, people, I'm talking about.
Pulled the kind of Kotaku.
I was in there in the comment section like a warrior. I looked majestic. My hair was long. I had a sword and everything. I was in there winning. And,
all right, so I guess the moral of the story is it's all business.
It's business. It's pretty much business. At the end of the day, I mean, I wasn't wrong in that sense. If I was wrong, I would have retracted my statement. But I wasn't. I just had an opinion about something, and people didn't agree with my opinion. So I milked the opinion for money, and it worked.
Okay.
Dang.
Alrighty.
Okay,
So
I actually just checked Kotaku, and they don't have the article up anymore.
They made their money.
they already milked it.
Well, another victory
oh.
for consumerism.
Like, oh, it's not making any more ad revenue. All right, we can take it down.
Now we can take it down.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check.
All right. So
That's great.
before we move on to the next topic, something I always gotta say to you guys watching right now: if you could just hit that like button, that would be great. We're providing you with some entertaining conversation right now. There's over 100 people watching, only 28 likes. What is up with that?
We changed that.
Yo, YouTube's broken, man.
Let's go.
Make sure to
Hey,
subscribe.
I'm hearing excuses. YouTube ain't broken. You're broken.
Oh my
Damn.
God. Okay. Alrighty. So Kotaku's just stupid. All right. So let's just let's talk about Kingdom Hearts real quick first, and then we'll both go to Persona real quick. All right, so Kingdom Hearts 3, trash ass game, got a critical mode, and it's getting some new DLC. And me personally, I don't care. Kingdom Hearts 3 completely disappointed me. I saw Endgame this weekend, and Endgame left me with so much feelings. Like I was caught in my feelings with Endgame, and that's how I felt. That's how I felt. What I should have felt with Kingdom Hearts 3. So I don't know what they're going to be doing with all this DLC. I honestly don't care, and I'm pretty much done with Kingdom Hearts 3 myself. This critical mode, I don't know. Has anybody even bothered to fire the game back up and look at critical?
Nope, I already deleted it off of my hard drive.
I never played it.
I was like,
playing it for my eventual review, which I hope to do sometime in May.
I had a friend, shout out to Emilio Lopez, a great artist. He does a lot of art for Marvel Comics and DC. He actually platinumed it yesterday. He's been playing. He put over 100 hours into it. It's like he likes it. It's good for him.
It was easy as hell. That's why.
Yeah, it was definitely not a hard game to platinum, but I do applaud him for going for that platinum because that sure as fuck wasn't. And I'm a platinum guy, so if I ain't going for it, something's wrong.
Shadow, I think you just disappointed yourself. I think you went in with way too high expectations.
It's Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, what do you want from me? I've been waiting for this game for 10 years.
Bro, it's Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't blame you.
Waiting for it for 5.
No, it hasn't. It's been 10 years, bro.
It's
Since
10
Kingdom Hearts.
When did Dream Drop Distance come out?
Nah,
Kingdom Hearts
No,
game.
we're talking about-
I swear. I don't want to
Here's
hear
the thing. Here's the thing. Nobody was waiting on those Kingdom Hearts games. Everybody was waiting on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Tree.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
still happened.
Said what?
What you can say for Duke Nukem
Damn.
See, we're not. See, here's the
and
thing. We're
Final
not.
Fantasy. I
we're
mean, we
not
waited
comparing it
like
to
what over a decade for Final
Hey,
Fantasy.
I was
15?
disappointed with Final Fantasy 15 too. That game was trash. Fuck Final Fantasy 15.
Wait,
You're
did
just
you buy that
jealous
on
that the main
PC?
cast is sexy.
I brought it on PC for the mods. That's all I really bought it for. And plus, it runs better on PC. And it plays a little bit better, but the game is still underlying the Final Fantasy 15 garbage.
But what about with all the updates and everything?
It plays smoother, and there's more stuff you can do in the game, but
You don't like it?
I still don't like it. Nah, I still don't care for it. Like, I'll play it just because. Okay, the gameplay is fine. The gameplay is okay, but the magic system is stupid. The story is stupid. Noctis is stupid. Gladios is stupid. Ignis, I like Ignis. And Pronto.
Arden, he's the goat.
Yeah, okay, Arden actually has a good reason, but oh my god, his last fight was the dumbest thing on the planet. That was not Final Fantasy at all. That was casual nonsense.
I still want to play it.
I mean, yeah, you can play it. Just make sure you get it on a PC if you can. If you have,
I'll get it on PS4.
Okay, yeah, that's the best thing to get it on. I got it on Xbox One at first. No, I got it on PS4. I got everything, dude.
And you haven't played Crackdown 3?
Fuck.
Oh no.
Who has played Crackdown 3?
Crackdown 3, 10 out of 10.
Bro, I'm about to buy an Xbox One for Crackdown 3, bro. You got me joked up.
You bet. Nah, definitely not. Nobody get Crackdown 3. Game's trash. But yeah, I got it on PS4 at first. My PS4 was making like a jet engine sound whenever I played it. And I played it on Xbox, and it looked like shit. So then I had to go back, buy a new PS4, and just play it on there.
You know what? Can I just do a mini rant on Xbox for a little bit, real quick?
Oh man, here comes.
Go on, I have to check the
Wait,
chat.
he's gonna give us content.
Oh boy! So first of all, I got Devil May Cry 5 on Xbox, and I've never had this many problems in a minute. First of all, I tried to load it up because I played it one night, had a good time. Go the next day to play it. For some reason, it said it took too long to load, so you could try taking the game out and wiping it or restarting the console. I was messing with that for about an hour. Still didn't work. Finally got it working. And as soon as Nero loads from out of the what's her name? Nico's bus, for some reason he's like loading to this big void and this empty space with his hands up doing a T-pose. I'm like, what the freak? He's just like,
wait a minute, Souls. Why though? Why would you get that game?
It's because my brother wanted to play it too, and he doesn't want to play on like my PC or anything. It's an inconvenience.
You don't have a PS4?
Yeah, I have him. But he just likes on Xbox.
My friend Gamer Thumb TV actually bought DMC5 on Xbox One just to piss off a fan. He says that you shouldn't play it on Xbox One, so he was just like, I'll get it just to make them mad.
Oh my god!
Don't do that.
And then he streamed it.
Okay, so Xbox is trash. We all know this.
Pretty much.
I mean,
pretty much.
don't ever buy something out of spite or destroy something you bought out of spite. This is not helping you.
He's gonna get it anyway. He just got it on the system that people said he shouldn't play it on, just for kicks.
Also, I tried uploading a screenshot from the game. Instead of a screenshot, I uploaded a link to the Microsoft Store to look at the screenshot.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Oh god!
That just sounds petty.
The screenshot.
Microsoft is not making a case for itself here.
Oh,
So speaking of Xbox, though, now that Master Chief Collection is coming to Steam, I think the Xbox is actually just gone. I don't think it's ever coming back.
I can't wait.
You kind of have to wonder what
definitely
they're thinking, releasing so many different versions of the Xbox One. I mean, you got the normal one, then you have the S, and the X, and then you have the SAD now. I mean, it's like you're not Sega in the '90s. Stop making.
See, my favorite thing to do is I work in video game retail, and when someone asks me to explain the difference between all the Xbox Ones, I'm like, "Do you have a minute or 7?"
Yeah,
Just tell them that.
I'm like, so the One S plays Blu-rays in 4K. The One X plays games in 4K. So if I get a One S, then I can't play games in 4K. I'm like, correct. So if I get an Xbox One though, then I can play my games in 4K. No. You need the X.
God.
But I don't want to spend $500. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, that
Sounds like Kari Pale.
Covered up the freaking disc drive. It's still like the optical lens is still inside of it.
I'm pretty sure Xbox is going to go third party eventually. It's only a matter of time, especially if they don't do well next generation. It's over for Xbox. They're just going to slowly go out of console race and be like, oh yeah, we're going to put this on Switch.
I heard that Microsoft and Nintendo were going to merge or something like that. I heard a rumor about that.
That would be horrible.
I hear these rumors a lot, but they are.
Apparently, people want Microsoft to take over Nintendo's online side of things because Xbox Live is all right. And then just bring all the Xbox exclusives over to Nintendo properties. But I think that's just Switch people being like, give us Halo on Switch.
That seems kind of weird because they kept touting their console as being the most powerful. So they're going to port.
And then they're going to go to Nintendo, who's got the least powerful.
The least powerful system this generation.
Big facts.
That's just stupid.
Talk about a pivot.
Oh, we know Xbox is terrible. Even the Vita's better than the Xbox.
Let's
go.
Okay, right. You're right. Okay, Vita's got games. All right.
Let's go. All right, so let's go on to this main stuff right now.
Hey, what do you think of like the Xbone versus the Dreamcast?
Dreamcast always better. All right, so let's go on to Persona 5. This Persona 5 blowout. We got to know what Persona 5 the Royal is.
Woo!
We already talked about Kasumi and stuff like that. It's pretty much Persona 4.
Kasumi, new best girl. Let's go.
Relax. We don't know about that yet.
Hey. All I'm saying is that I'm seeing a lot of Risei vibes off of her. So she's in best girl. Let's go.
Makoto is better than everybody.
No. Here's the thing. Before this girl existed, I was Team Makoto.
Same.
But I'm ready to jump ship for this
girl. Hold up. Blake, you ain't talking about best girls in Persona. You ain't played the game.
Bro, you can't expose me on this right now. You can't expose me on this right now.
Blake, I can't have you coming over to Team Kasumi if you ain't play. Oh no.
Hey. Yo, while Shadow cut to this, to everyone in the chat, I'm doing like not a giveaway.
We can't accept you over here.
A thing over on Twitch. If I get 15 subscribers on Twitch, I'm gonna go play the game right now.
Oh my god.
We gotta get this man a sub goal before he can play one of the greatest games released this generation. Oh my god.
Bro, I'm not gonna commit to an 8-hour game if there's no viewership. I'm sorry.
The Kasumi crew does not accept you.
Nice self-plug.
All right. So also we got Persona 5 S.
Woo!
And as we heard earlier, Q was completely ecstatic about this. He couldn't stop talking about it.
Let's go.
But Blake, man, you seem to Blake and Souls.
Yes, sir.
You guys seem to be okay with this warrior Persona.
Yes.
Look,
you know what Riku-san 1 is also, man. I was playing the Musou game.
I got an entire essay written up where you want to attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. High key, if Musou Warriors games are in your top 5 favorite genres of all time, you need to reevaluate everything about you.
Because whoa.
Here's the thing. I think recently
about JRPGs.
Recently, I have not thought about my top 5 favorite JRPGs. My top 5 favorite genres. It changes every generation, so I'll get back to if Musous are still in there, but they were in there before.
They're trash. They're trash. They're button mashed to me stuff, and you just play them for fun. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, isn't video games are made for fun?
Yeah.
All right, but this
not
stuff.
like fan service. Are you not entertained?
No. All right. I was entertained with Fate X Stellar Link, but all I was doing was pressing X. Oh, I gotta press triangle again. Okay, triangle X.
But did you have fun?
No, I just like the characters.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That characters are fun, and so we've only seen Joker. Wait till we see, all your girls going crazy.
Shadow, don't you love playing like Shinobi and Espo verses from Severin Kagura? Because those are Musou.
You like playing that for a different reason.
Exactly. I like playing that for the TNA. Okay. In addition to the gameplay, that's okay.
I mean, regular Musou games got that too.
No, regular Musou game.
Yeah, they do.
Did you see Hyrule Warriors?
I was gonna say, have you seen the original characters? They got busts. All right.
I want you to look at this character in Dinosaur. It's called Lian Shi.
Yes. Yes.
You can see some reality.
So wait a minute, y'all sitting here and telling me Musou games are it? They're like the best games. Is that
First of all, we never said best games.
Nobody
saying
we're saying evolution
that they have a spot in genres. Yeah, like people used to play the Streets of Rage back in the days, and you got your Galagas and all of this stuff. They're not necessarily hard games, but they're fun games.
So let me get this straight. You guys are asking for another Musou game?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that.
I'm sitting here waiting for Samurai Warriors 5.
I don't think anybody's asking. I think it's just accepting what we're given.
Oh my god!
I don't know about accepting what I'm. I don't know about accepting what I'm giving. I don't know about
games I want to see.
Yeah, I don't know about accepting what I'm given because Dynasty Warriors 9 is fucking terrible.
Oh yeah,
so that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Persona 5, it being a Musou.
I thought
nobody asked for it. Nobody asked for it.
Exactly.
We're fine with it.
No one asked.
I mean, nobody asked for Hyrule Warriors either, or Dragon Quest.
Exactly.
And here's the thing. Dragon Quest, as far as I'm hearing, I haven't played Dragon Quest Heroes yet, but as far as I'm hearing from everyone that has played Dragon Quest, whether they were a Musou fan or not, everyone seemed to enjoy it. I haven't heard any negative. I haven't heard any negativity from Dragon Quest Heroes, and they said that the team that was working on Dragon Quest Heroes is the team that's working on this Persona 5 one also.
Yeah,
so
Dragon Quest Heroes was fun.
There's many different teams. These Musou games, they have their F team and they have their A and B team. The B team was the one that was working on Dragon Quest Heroes. So at least you have one of the good Musou teams working on your Persona game. At least you have that.
Heroes was like kind of tactical too. That too, this is gonna be huge.
Yeah, it was.
They have a good track record for making those Muso games based on other properties. I mean, Hyrule Warriors and then Fire Emblem Warriors.
The third party ones are pretty good.
They
Dinosaur
just,
Gundam.
I think it'll be
Monkeys.
fun. Honestly, I was happy to see that it was a spin-off.
No, here's the thing.
It wasn't gonna be
what they
amazing.
need to do to make sure this game is even better is that to have Persona 4 and 3 characters as
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Like, everybody knows the
Not
best
happening.
thing about a Muso games is the amount
the
of characters
crossover.
in it.
Yeah, the crossover.
Yeah.
So
Especially if we get to play as the dog.
And
Well, you right?
It's not happening.
please,
I
please.
promise. That's why if it has the name Persona 5 on it, it's not happening.
no, but here's the thing. Didn't Persona 4 Arena have characters that weren't in Persona? Did they only have Persona 4 characters in Persona 4 Arena?
I can't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, they have three characters before.
Persona
Yeah.
3 characters were in.
All right, well there you go.
All right.
You don't necessarily need to only have
Watch
Persona 5
Atlas
characters.
just put Persona 5 characters in it, then make the other ones DLC.
Maybe.
I'm sure people will buy
I
it.
would
This is
not
remember
go
this is
off
still
Atlas.
this is
That
still a
would be
Megaforce
Koei
making this.
Tecmo.
Yeah, this is
Exactly.
this is Koei Tecmo and Megaforce we're talking
So they
about.
can't add everyone.
They're definitely gonna charge you guys.
The only
You're
big
gonna get it, and
problem
they're definitely gonna charge you.
all this is Koei Tecmo's awful business practices. All the
Oh yeah.
they have a ridiculous amount of DLC. I think I saw a list of like the day one DLC they're gonna have for Persona 5S, and it's just like it probably already costs more than the game itself will at launch.
Yeah, that's if there's one thing you should be worried about, it's that. Not
Can
it's-
I interject here something I would like to say? Because I have seen something a while ago that really concerns me about that. From the DLC perspective, people have been complaining about the fact that Dead or Alive 6 had like a lot of DLC. Like I think it was how much was it? $11,000.
Something like that.
Someone just said.
So- And I like and I'm concerned about this, but I have seen people blaming the fan base for this, and I'm like, are you mad?
Well, if they're buying it, then
No. That's not the point. It's not that everybody asks for this. It's not the problem that it exists. It's the problem that people are getting exploited from this, and that's what really pisses me off. And the people now blame the people who are exploited through this, who are weak, who cannot try this, and because of a game design that is exploitative to this, that wants you to buy things instead of unlocking things, because unlocking things is bullshit. I think I have talked about this before, and it's like. And I think it's kind of bad when you blame the people who can't do anything for that. So don't blame the Persona, not the Persona, the Dead or Alive fans for this specific factor, because it's just stupid. Don't blame these people. They
Can I ask
can't do
something
anything.
though? Real
Sure.
Okay, so I have
about-
DOA
what about
6 pulled up
for-
on Steam.
People-
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Real quick.
I need to know.
What about the way Tom Holland with Skyrim? He said stop buying it and we'll stop
Yeah.
making it everywhere. Is that how do you feel about that?
That's a problem, because that's the developer and publisher taking advantage of the people who are willing to buy, who are having not the mental strength and the design that is so exploitative. If you look at it,
you make it sound like they're naturally. I mean, I guess you're right. I don't know. I just
see.
feel like
The problem is,
they
have
exploit-
you seen free-to-play games and how they are designed with their
Yeah, those
specific UIs and all of that, and then it says
fine.
buy. This is a manipulation. They want you to buy, and they want that you buy these things.
To
But
be
the problem,
fair, some are
Yep.
fine.
that again, this is not the problem. As long as it's fine, but if the game is only designed to make you pay all the time, then you have a problem with that. And that is not the problem of the people who are buying this, but the people who design it.
I have some. I thought about it. Yeah, but now these people are the reason why you're paying all the time is because they're adding new stuff constantly. So it's constantly in development, aka there's constantly people in the back developing, doing work, putting in effort. So that's why that model. It's a game as a service. They continue to add stuff for you to continuously enjoy.
I mean, from a perspective, yes, but think about it, how much it takes away. I mean, we have seen these games. $60 games now have no content at all.
Like Assassin's Creed.
That model. They love it because each week there's something new to do. it's always changing. People love it. So all I'm saying is you're acting like every single person is against it. Some people
No. I don't say that everybody is against it. That's not my point.
Yeah. Just the way you
know?
say people are getting exploited. Not everyone's getting exploited. Some people are enjoying it, right?
Well,
People love to play
exploitation
Fire
and
Emblem
enjoyment
Atmosphere.
don't need to be exclusive. I mean, people who take drugs enjoying these things and are exploited.
I mean, I'm getting exploited in Fate Grand Order all the
my
time.
goodness.
But you're still enjoying it.
I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah,
And that's the point. So it's not exclusive. Just
screw Fate Grand Order right now.
Oh,
Okay.
just saying this. But I feel bad. The point was not that this was a bad business practice. It was like that people started to get mad at the people who actually buy this, and that they are apparently responsible for all of that. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
That's unfair. That's unfair to these people. That's victim blaming, and I'm not going to take this.
Okay, so back to this warrior style persona crap.
Dang, I forgot what you were talking about.
Sorry about that.
Listen, I'm gonna say this: all Warriors games are the same. You are literally button mashing a horde of enemies. You're trying to take control of various points, and all they're doing is saying, "Hey, take control of this point. Oh my God, this character's getting bombarded by bombs. Go get it!" And that's all there is to it.
You gotta play Dragon
I would say that's kind of inaccurate.
play heroes, you'll know. You understand that they can be different.
How? Give me one. What is the best warrior style game? Bar none.
I can't say that, but I can.
That's definitely up to interpretation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say Hyrule Warriors and Pirate Warriors are really good.
I'd say Pirate Warriors and
As far
Dynasty.
as far as the spin-offs, is a tie between Dynasty Wars Gundams and Pirate Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors Gundam is good too.
But if we're going to go outside of the developers, I don't know. I'd have to throw in freaking
Sengoku Basara.
Yes,
Dragon Quest Heroes when
That
it's on
one's
sale.
yeah. As far as the genre, it's Sengoku Basara.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at The Legend of Zelda, pretty much every game in that series is generally the same.
Same with Pokemon.
Like I said, it's up to interpretation because it also appeases to your fan service. And if you like a specific genre but love the series that they're using, then you'll probably play the game. Like if you hate the genre, but you love this specific series, you'll probably play it regardless.
Yeah, that's what they figured out back when they made Dynasty Wars Gundam, was the fact that they know people like Shadow is never going to play a Muso game, but he will at least give a try a Persona Muso game. They did that with the One Piece fans. They did that with the Fist of the North fans. They did that with the Dragon Quest fans. Majority of the sales of each of those games were the people that were, heavy into that specific franchise. A majority of the Zelda fans, majority of the Hyrule Warriors sales were fans, not Muso fans.
I don't know if I'm getting Persona 5 Warriors.
I guarantee you won't buy it.
Listen.
Watch. They're gonna come up with those character trailers, and you're gonna start
You're
thinking,
gonna be like, ooh, that's kind of clean.
I'm not. Listen. I'm not buying any Muso Warriors game for full price. They are not worth the full price. They are not worth $60. They are worth $30 at the most.
Here's the thing: Warriors Orochi had over 150 characters. I don't know about.
They probably all play the same.
They don't. They're all unique, actually.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Every single playstyle is unique.
Yeah, because Dynasty Warriors 8 is one of the crossovers in that game, and if there was anything Dynasty Warriors 8 accomplished, was making sure that every single character played differently.
I once explained how the weapon system in that game worked to a person, and they were fascinated what options there were.
So wait a minute, in that game with the 150 characters, there's no variations to different characters, or is it
Nope.
like characters different?
Nope. They solved that in Dynasty Warriors 8.
All right.
I mean, you give it a try, and then you see. I might
I think
try
the best
something.
way-
You can try it.
Are really cheap now, so just try one out that people say is good, and if you like it,
No,
then
his gateway is Persona. That's why it was created for people like him.
Nah,
The gateway for the Dragon Quest people was Dragon Quest Heroes. The gateway for the Zelda people was Hyrule Warriors.
And I'm so happy it's made by the A-Team, Koei Tecmo, because this is their bread and butter. They know what they're
Yeah.
doing.
Like I said, you guys are lucky you're getting the top tier team, not the fucking garbage team.
Yeah, like the guys that made Extella.
I don't think that one was by Omega Force.
No,
Yeah,
that wasn't
that's
by Omega Force.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey man,
yeah.
it's kind of fun.
See, Shadow, personally, I think I have the most fun playing Muso games when I've got something else on in the background. Like you don't just sit there and mind.
True.
Like you got to multitask with them. They're not games you sit down and like take in like giant JRPGs or anything like that. That's good to multitask with.
Okay, I'll give you that because in Fate Extella, I was just trying to get all the story, get all the characters, and I was just like sitting.
That is the thing. When you're listening to a podcast and you're playing in the background, oh my god,
I'm playing Fire Emblem Warriors right now.
Mhm. I should fire up Samurai Warrior Spirit or something.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Hey, here's a question.
Like I said on Twitter, you ain't lived until you played in the hardest setting, blast music, and just chill.
Chaos
That
mode.
too.
Yeah. Shadow, we'll see how this turns out. All right, maybe someone is gonna have to
Hey,
This might be your gateway drug.
donate it to you
hey guys,
and make you stream it or something. Maybe we'll set up something. Maybe.
guys.
But
What if Platinum made a Muso game?
Yeah, I was saying Bayonetta, wonderful one. Like just every platinum might be
You
every.
kind of already tell what that's gonna be. You're gonna have some.
No, those
nice-
are more like hack and slash. I'm talking like
Those are
like
character
an original IP.
or one person who is so stupidly overpowered, it's hilarious.
But
And
wait,
you
wait.
go against hundreds of people and you just wipe them away. If they made a Muso game,
We kind of already have that in Transformers Devastation.
In a bit, yeah.
listen, Platinum Games ain't solely in their hands with such a crazy genre. I mean, sorry, trash genre.
They kind of
Damn.
already do it. They kind of already do it in their gameplay.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of true. But they like to have like not quick time, but like bullet time stuff.
Dodge effect.
Dodging stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. But like, you got any more smoke you trying to throw my way, or did I just squash everything?
I mean, I don't really know what you want me to say here.
I'm just saying. Nobody was asking for this Persona 5 Warrior.
I was.
Hey, I mean, do you want me to go pull up the article? It said Persona was ranked number 10 most wanted Muso games because
Bruh, that could have been any game in Persona 5, any genre, and Persona 5 would have still placed in the same place that it did. It could have
I'm
been.
just
What do
saying.
you think?
I'm just saying.
Here's the thing, though. You remember? I could have sworn I mentioned this on the show before, but Persona 5 was initially in development. They Atlas tried to make Persona 5 an action RPG game similar to the Tales of games, and they scrapped it and went back to turn-based RPG.
Good.
I would have rather them, if they're going to make a spinoff, if they were going to make a spinoff, it's obviously still turn-based exists, but having a spinoff on the side, because that's what we're having right now with this Muso game. I would honestly rather a Tales of gameplay like Persona game.
Only thing about that, you got to be real careful how you do that because you can easily mess up like a Tales of like style of combat.
You could.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of people try.
Yeah. Arc Rise Fantasia, Archangel 3. It's just,
What was it? Shining? Isn't the Shining game tried one also? The
yeah,
most recent
Shining.
game?
Yeah, the most recent Shining game. Not Arc Rise Fantasia. I forget I said that. But yeah, Shining Resonance Refrain or something.
Yeah.
That game wasn't that great. It wasn't trash. It wasn't that great.
One game, Akiba Beats, I think it was called.
Oh yeah, that one too. That was terrible. That was trash. All right.
I think we have to move on now.
Oh,
this discussion took
I
long.
want to slide this in right after the Persona thing because it kind of came out the same day, and no one really gave a fuck about the fact that Ease 9 got some new details. Adults out here with some blue hair. It's cool content. Just want to throw it out there. Ease 9, baby.
That game does look dope. It looks way more different than any other Yeast game.
When does the East game not look dope? They always look good.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ease 9, Monstrum Nox.
He's not a kind of like Muso games too. Like,
Kind of.
They just have more level design and exploration behind them.
So Shadow, would you have been more upset or less upset if they announced Persona 5 Arena Ultimax?
I would have been less upset. I would have.
So you would prefer the fighting game to a Muso game?
By Arc System Works, definitely.
a week.
I mean, they are their own kind of art form at this point.
Plus,
It's not-
Persona 4 Arena and Arena Ultimate were two of, if not the best 2D fighting games of the last generation.
Big facts, probably. I can't confirm that, but yeah, that sounds right. So wait a minute. Do you guys think that ever across the line in the vast emptiness of time that Persona 5 the Royal will come to Switch?
Maybe
It's a possibility. I never say never.
Yes.
Here's the thing. If you ask the Nintendo fan back in 1997, do you guys think you're going to get Final Fantasy VII on a Nintendo console ever?
hell no.
You know,
Yeah, kind of. That was not possible at that time because there were some heavy technical limitations, but it's a
They'd
possibility.
still ask for it. They'd still
Yeah.
beg for it because
no,
that's
I
what,
mean it was a technical
Nintendo
possibility
can't
after the
do.
GameCube, but they still didn't get it then. They didn't get it
Yeah,
in the Wii.
but that
They
was
didn't get it in the Wii
also
U.
But that also kind of had something to do with the fact that it looked like Nintendo had burned some bridges and it was only very slowly gaining the trust of Square back.
Okay. All
I
right.
think they
So
gained
it's
its
hard to
trust back
say.
by the time the Wii
Honestly, I
came out.
kind of don't want it to come to Switch.
Oh, why is that? Why you
Ooh.
got Switch fans like that, man? What's up?
See, now you're gonna have to Switch gang after you. You have to explain yourself.
And that's exactly why I don't want it to come to Switch. If it does,
it'll
and
sell
it's
well?
just okay, then you know what, whatever. But considering that I've seen plenty of like screen caps and DMs of people just threatening and just getting so mad and angry at Atlas and cussing out just like random
That's
PR
true.
devs or whatever. It's just I don't want them to have it because let's face it, the Switch fan base, at least the die-hard Switch fan base, are kind of terrible people.
Yeah, but that's kind of true of a lot of fan bases, so it's not just
but it's like it's the most visible.
They're the more vocal, yeah.
To be fair, I don't think anyone even breathed Persona 5 on Switch until Joker was announced in Smash.
Big
And they just kind of assumed it would
No,
happen.
they did.
But even before that point, I still think Joker was in Persona Q. That was a Nintendo exclusive. Joker's in now in this Persona Muso game. It's also coming to Switch. I think we've got enough Joker to justify knowing the character a little bit.
So wait a minute, Blake.
Hi.
How can you be hyped for Joker in Smash when you haven't played the game?
Well, Shadow, let me tell you how Smash
what's going
Bros
on
is
with
my
that?
favorite series of all time. I get hyped over any character. You can put Cookin' Mama in this game. I ain't never played Cookin' Mama game. I'm gonna hype this character up because it's more
calm
fun.
down. Let's calm down.
Smash is my guilty pleasure, my crack addiction. Smash can do no wrong in my eyes. I'll say it here first.
All right. You just a rabid Smash fanboy. Got it.
Basically,
At least he can admit to it.
if
Alright.
Sakura came to me right now and said "suck my dick" and I'll put you in Smash, bro, you have no
Oh
idea.
my god.
Alrighty,
Oh my
moving on.
okay. So much for family friendly.
Wait, we're family friendly now. Shoot.
I had one more thing I wanted to say. I can't remember it. Okay, so I guess we gotta move on.
Maybe it comes back. Maybe it comes back to you. You know.
Oh yeah, I got it. So why didn't they announce it for the Switch anyway? Well, why do we have to wait?
Hard to say. Maybe they want to keep the hype train going.
Timed
you know?
exclusives are
Not
so
ready.
butter these days.
I was gonna say maybe they have some type of contract with Sony or something.
I could have sworn Persona, like the original Persona 5, had some kind of embargo to where it was licensed specifically only to PlayStation, and it couldn't break that.
It could be. It's hard to say. We don't get this. You know, this whole legal stuff is often hidden behind NDAs and stuff like that.
Crash remake. I mean, that released later on.
They still haven't put Spyro on the
Am I
Switch. I'm pretty sure that's
yeah,
coming.
but it's on the Switch now. Yeah.
Okay.
As well as
but
companies just in
Crash,
general
like,
love
that's owned by
to.
a third-party company now. So
You know what? I would have took a Persona 5 karting game over this Warriors game.
Bruh.
that would have been awesome. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
have
would've
made
been
any
cool.
sense.
Man, I would have taken anything, and
Makoto would have been
gotten
the only one
something.
that would
Look, think about it. Look, the next Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing game will have Atlas characters. Think about it.
That would actually be pretty awesome.
Okay, that would be pretty awesome, but that still wouldn't let me get it or be.
It would
Bro,
also
and then you can
be
have
awesome
Mara.
if they
I
had
don't
it.
know. Jesus Christ. I don't know about having Joker in a cart or you Narukami in a cart, but you could have like Teddy and Morgana. I could see them being
Mara though.
Persona is about
Like, I would like that. You know, you're driving as you drive a Sonic over track, and you look in your mirror, and it's like
Big
it's
penis.
like Mara's
a
showing.
big penis. Jesus.
It's like
Mara's using firm stance.
uh-huh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Okay. So real
Wait,
quick.
wouldn't Makoto make sense in a racing game?
Because she got a motorcycle.
Yeah, she does have a motorcycle. That
Yeah.
would actually make sense.
And
then-
Morgana would make sense because she is already a car. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Don't give them no
Teddy-
ideas.
Teddy driving Morgana.
That's a fan fiction waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it probably already happened.
I can write it.
Oh my god. Oh,
Commissions are open.
Please don't.
oh no.
Just don't.
Oh my god. Okay, so real quick, Fire Emblem Warriors got some new screenshots going up.
Did they?
Yeah, they showed some new stuff. They showed some. They showed
Wait, like a sequel?
Not the sequel. It's just not Fire Emblem Warriors. I'm sorry, Fire Emblem Three Houses. My bad.
Oh, Three Houses.
Wow.
I thought you were talking about Warriors. I was so
I was
confused.
confused by the
Came
list
out years
too.
ago.
My bad, people. All right. I'm only
It's
here.
okay.
All right. So yeah,
Sure,
they
go.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know, I'm disappointed in myself. Okay, so Fire Emblem Tree Houses got some new screenshots, and honestly, I'm not impressed.
Me neither.
I'm not impressed anymore. I thought I was gonna like this game a lot, but I'm like, this game, I'm keeping my expectations in check for this one. Hey, anybody else feel the same way, or is it just me?
Nah, I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. I still have my special edition on pre-order. I'm gonna keep that special edition because the special edition looks nice. But gameplay wise, just the characters look too bland. Like they all look like NPCs. And if one of them goes down and dies, I don't think I'm gonna reset.
I think it's because of the 2D model. The 2D artwork, and then they have the 3D models in game. And like by comparison, they don't look as good.
Oh, also, apparently this was confirmed, but they're using the Radiant Dawn engine, and they haven't tweaked it very much at all. So the graphics will look exactly the same as Radiant Dawn.
How old is that game?
It was on the Wii.
Let me look
so-
it up.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah, they're using the exact same engine, and they've changed a little with the graphics.
This is a mainline Fire Emblem game. Why aren't they going all out?
And I didn't notice it until someone pointed it out, and I went back and watched the trailer, and sure enough, you can notice a lot of pixels.
Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn came out in 2007.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
12 years
the
old.
Wii.
And Nintendo's like,
Why are they doing this to Fire Emblem for, man?
see, and I thought we'd have a bigger budget after
Exactly.
Fire Emblem Heroes making like millions every year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, I forgot about Fire Emblem Heroes. So
I know they didn't sink their budget in Warriors.
they just pocketing that money. That's all they.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Pocket.
You get a raise, and you get a raise.
That's just okay. Yeah,
That's
Fire
just
Emblem
mean. That's just mean.
All right, so yeah, we gotta keep our expectations in check for Fire Emblem Three Houses, and the cover looks stupid as hell. Still, I don't know what.
That
Yeah,
sucks, because I'm
it
still
does.
that
With
sucks.
this thing, because if you just hype it up too much, you're gonna be disappointed no matter how good it is.
I don't know about that. Some games can be so good that it doesn't matter what your hype is, but that's rare. But it's sad that I'm going to be getting into the Fire Emblem franchise in the distant future, and it's sad to hear that the most recent installment isn't looking too well.
I mean,
Wait,
I think from a technical side, it'll probably be a little bit. Well, graphically, it'll probably be a little bit bad. But from gameplay perspective, it'll be really
Sure,
good.
it'll still be solid.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully we'll see.
I don't know.
Might
If
have the same
if
problem.
that performance is below 30 frames per second, I'm gonna drop that game so fast.
I mean, but isn't it like a turn-based like game? Does
Nah,
it,
it's
does it still matter?
It's a complete turn-based game.
it matters to me. I'm not playing no
So you
game.
still, so even if it's not a gameplay hindering thing, you don't want to see your turn-based character, your turn-based characters moving at 30 frames. Is that what you're-
Shut up.
How absurd it sounds. I'm not playing no game
Listen,
in 2019.
This man
Wow.
is a frame for.
As a
Wow.
Nintendo
Really,
fanboy,
Shadow?
I will be damned if a Switch cannot run a Wii engine at 60 frames.
It's not,
Jeez.
dude. Did you see the trailers? It's not.
It's not right now. We are in development. Trust me. Trust, fam. Trust.
Jesus
Come on,
Christ.
come on.
What do you
If
think,
it's not
Gab?
60 frames, you can find me. Come on.
It's gonna be Xenoblade 2 all over again.
Okay, now Xenoblade 2 is never going to run at 60 frames, no matter which way you slice that by.
All right. Okay. So some quick numbers real quick. PS4 shipment sales topped 96.8 million. They closed
That's a
at
lot of humans.
100. Okay. Switch sales worldwide topped 34.74 million. So that's pretty impressive when they had that failure of a console, the Wii U. Fuck the Wii U.
I also heard recently in they announced that last year Sony, as far as revenue, made more money last year than they ever did in the entire PS2 generation.
Really?
Yeah,
You got, like,
that's actually not untrue. I actually checked their report, and it says a lot of interesting things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the shares did go through the roof.
Yeah, that's insane.
what else we got here? All right, so really interesting. I thought that Nintendo would be bringing this out. There's no plans to release new hardware for the Switch or anything like that. No Pro, no Mini. Why is this? I would think Nintendo at this point would be at the refresh standpoint where we get the new
Nintendo Switch Lite.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
what? This article is new.
Yeah. Nintendo has no plans to reveal new hardware at E3.
They
Yeah,
confirmed at their press conference.
They just said that. Doesn't that just mean they're not revealing it at E3?
I mean,
Could be. You know,
I think they said they had no plans in general for new consoles as of yet.
Is that what it said? Because I believe I was under the impression they were still going to release it, just not showing it at E3.
that could be what it is. I'm not sure.
I mean,
but-
Nintendo's always one to say something and mean another, so I'm gonna wait till after E3 to actually.
Because there's been 3 sets of these rumors. First, started off by saying there was 1, then there was 2, and then I saw one saying that the stronger one isn't coming out this year, but the weaker one might come out by the end of this year.
So they definitely gonna make a stronger console. You guys think they have to
Yeah.
make a stronger console?
And then that one I think might be coming in 2020 though. They want to first release a cheap one to put it on the market, get some sales, and then put a stronger one out. That would make more sense.
I mean, with some of the third-party games that are coming to Switch, like Doom Eternal, I think Doom Eternal would be a great game to launch with a more powerful hardware.
That's a 2020 release, isn't it?
Doom Eternal is supposed to be coming out this year, apparently.
Okay, and then maybe Switch port comes out 2020, whatever, something like that.
But yeah, it's kind of concerning. But even with the updates to some of the engines, it looks like the Switch needs an upgrade in hardware power.
Yeah, that's why I'm almost positive it's gonna happen.
Okay. All right. So we'll have that.
I mean, it could also be that this is specifically a fake rumor, so that you lower your expectations, and it's just a stealth confirm. You know,
They could do
like
that.
we're saying, it's like saying, yeah, we're not going on E3, but the day after E3, we have a conference, and then they will
We're gonna show-
reveal our
yeah.
new, I don't know, the new Nintendo Switch Super with
Super
Lotto support.
Mini, and then we're gonna get the XL Mini, XL Double.
Oh, don't forget the two Switch DS
Oh, you're right. My bad. I forgot that one.
with extra ramen.
So I wanted to ask the guys real quick. We about to get up out of here. So you guys think the majority of Switch owners are Switch is their only console?
No.
No.
I definitely don't think so.
I'd say it depends on the region.
Not majority.
What
Yeah.
region do you think has the most amount of people that only own a Switch?
Japan.
I'd say Japan specifically because Japan's either got a Vita or they got a Switch probably. Because Japan's really
Yeah.
handheld in there.
They
Yeah,
don't like
because they
consoles.
travel a lot.
They travel a lot on trains.
And
So
you're
I'd
trying to-
say-
Okay, yeah, you said most, not all.
Oh yeah,
So
I wouldn't say
not
all.
all.
I'd say
I would
I'd
say there's still a decent amount of them that probably has a PS4 just sitting there in their house, probably not doing anything.
Not being used. Yeah.
I'd say if any
Man,
region
you
was
have to, gotta be.
specifically, I'd say it'd be Japan that would have the least amount.
Well, definitely not Europe.
Definitely not Europe.
But I'm just saying, it seems like the Switch is a secondary gaming device. You have something else. You have a PS4 or
If
you have
you-
an Xbox.
If
Or
you
something.
only
That's kinda
have a
how they treated the
Switch,
Wii.
You're just like a stand or something. I don't know.
True.
Like, it's
Like-
like when I was hearing people last generation when they're like, "Yeah, my only console is the Wii." Like, how do you
What?
exist?
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's a bit harsh.
For the longest time, I only had a Wii.
How do you exist?
Well, Blake, you
question.
said,
There was a lot of GameCube games.
you said that you weren't allowed to play too much stuff. Right?
Hey, my parents wouldn't even let me play Shadow the Hedgehog because Shadow said "damn."
Wow.
All right.
He did
See,
say,
there's an explanation for everything.
and he had a gun. And a motorcycle.
It makes sense.
We're not going to get into the
Nintendo-
first time I brought home
Nintendo will
GTA and
protect
they-
you from
they
all that
burned
stuff.
steak.
Well, they used to protect you from all that stuff. Now they let titties come out and everything.
Yeah, I didn't say this earlier, but like about the Sony censorship. See, I don't understand why Sony's trying to censor things now, considering they've never
Nintendo-
been the family friend. That's been Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo,'s like you can have all these ass and titties now.
Yeah, now
roles have
before
been
on the Wii
swapped.
U, it wasn't like that.
Oh, we're not going to talk about Tokyo Mirage Sessions, are we?
Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Fire
X.
Emblem Fates had entire. Oh my god.
Mm.
And on
Yeah.
top of that, we
Where's
have
the-
the
where's the
wonderful.
champion? Where was this smoke to Nintendo before? Why is Sony getting all this shit whenever Nintendo's used to do it 10 times worse? What's going on here?
Oh, we ripped Nintendo a new one. They just
Yeah,
wised
right.
up.
Yeah, I'm pretty
We
sure.
did. It just got so old.
The problem is that this was most prominent back in the 90s, and in the 90s we had bigger things to fry, you know, like the
Yeah.
whole Jack Tottenson thing was going on, and I think a lot of people just let it slide because of that. So
Mm.
And gaming wasn't making as much money as it was back.
That's
like,
true.
it is now.
It wasn't as big of a lifestyle as it is now. So
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Somebody said Tokyo Mirage Sessions was a disgrace. I'm gonna need somebody to ban that guy.
The
Right?
gameplay, the gameplay was all right. It's just the censorship and I kind of wish they had a dub to it. Make it
Someone,
feel
is,
more
someone
like
inside the comment section is right. Where is Grandia 1 and 2?
Oh yeah, where is that game? Like, what
Oh yeah.
Speaking of JRPGs,
that and Landgracer. What happened to those? Did Landgracer come
I
out?
think Landgracer is really close to be coming out, but Grandia 1 and 2, that is on some
dark shit. This is just
it's like what the hell is going on with that?
okay.
So, Chad, did you actually want me to ban him? Because
Nah, okay.
okay.
No. We
highlighted
make
over his name.
we are obligated.
He's got
to
the
do
gun
this
to the
joke.
back of the dude's head. You really want me to pull a trigger?
We're obligated to do the joke at least once per episode. So fine.
Okay. All right. So that's pretty much all the topics I got. Is anybody got any last minute things they want to say? Bring out.
Buy Persona 5R.
Buy Persona
Yeah.
5S.
And that's
Gab. What about Persona Q2?
Yeah, of course I pre-ordered the collector's edition.
Actually, in Odyssey 3, what?
Of course, I still use my 3DS, aka my Shin Megami Tensei machine.
I call my 3DS.
Jeez.
sister
You're the
now.
only one that uses the 3DS though.
No, I still use
The
my
Shin
3DS
Megami
also.
Tensei machine.
Well, you're
it plays
crazy,
a lot of the
Yes,
Devil,
I am
like,
crazy.
Devil Survivor games, and it plays Strange Journey and a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
Gabby, have you played Radiant Historia?
Don't play that game.
I have it. I own it.
Isn't that coming to PS4?
No, I have not heard of it coming to PS4.
Rain-
Shadow, you said
Rain
don't.
Remastered?
Shadow, you said don't play it.
Well, like it's just too much.
I agree with you.
It's a good game. It's just too much.
I agree. with you.
It's not like I thought it was a must play, but then I look back on
It's like,
it.
oh my god, it's the new Chrono Trigger. Calm down.
It's not. It's
Just
definitely
because it has time manipulation and a character that wears red does not mean it's the new Chrono Trigger.
nah. Okay. Alrighty, guys. That's all I got. Anything else? We're gonna start with these outros. A strict hour and a half. I like that. Alrighty. So, outros. Go ahead, Blake.
All right, guys. This has been West HD. Thank you, Shadow, for having me on the podcast. I always love coming over here and debating and defending the Switch. I mean, hey, I'm not a Switch fanboy. I will admit when there's flaws, but I don't appreciate the slander. If you guys want to see me play Persona 5, you can subscribe to me on Twitch. I'll put the link in the chat there. Help your boy out. And thanks for having me again, Shadow.
Okay. Jam.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
What do I say? Yeah, this is Jammer. Yep. It's nice to be back on here after a year or two or something like that.
Man, don't be modest. Tell them that you're the Code Vein aficionado. Tell them
I was gonna get there, I was trying to warm them up. Nah, but yeah,
we never talked about that one thing.
What was that?
Nah, go ahead, Jam.
I mean, I'm kind of done. Code Vein News on my channel. Stay
Say
tuned.
news or nudes?
Both.
Show the girl in the white. You know what's going on.
Oh my god. Q. Okay, he ain't even around. Riku.
Riku's on one, the only one here. The Vita is still alive and kicking, baby. Watch out for that Ease 9 news. Has been dropping here and there, each and everywhere. Falcom for life. And I will be playing Persona 5R. Looks like it has more content to warrant another play, but I would have rathered a Persona 5.
Okay, Nightmare.
Hey, Nightmare Alpha here. Had a nice day. I hope you too. Have fun.
Gap.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on here, even though I'm kind of quiet.
Okay.
You can catch me at my Twitch or YouTube.
Yo, low key, I gotta get that new avatar you got there. I like.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you after the show. Where did you get that?
But
I'll be telling everybody. I'll be telling everybody.
What's that? It's not moving in the stream because like we see it moving, but
okay.
No, it's not moving on stream.
it looks. That shit is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those.
Oh yeah, what? Let's all get some. What?
Souls.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for coming through. It was a great podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Hoodley.
Well, just thanks again for having me on. I do have a channel. I have a Twitter. If I'm supposed to say that right here, you can go check those out. And was I supposed to say that there?
I think so.
Whatever. I'm done.
Oh my god.
All
Okay.
right, one last message. Everyone go buy Guide 3.
Yeah, help that game out. They need it. It's a good game too.
Also by Katana Zero.
I hear a lot about that game. I need to really look into that game.
It is freaking amazing. And last night I actually got the secret boss fight, and what the heck even happened there? I still don't know what happened, but it was awesome.
I think it sounds like it's better than Endgame. I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't care about Marvel, so for me, it is.
Oh man,
My heart.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can have you.
Looks like somebody just snapped their finger. Heart disappeared.
Did you guys see Endgame?
Yeah,
I
it was amazing.
10 out of 10.
All right, guys. This is, of course, your JRPG god, the JRPG enthusiast, Mr. JRPG here, Shadow Elite. And we are out of here. And just always remember that warrior style games are trash.
Oh, no.
That's like the Vita.
Hey, I'm playing warrior style games on my Vita. Let's go.
The Vita's not trash. I might get on the Vita, but it ain't trash.
I was just playing.
The Wii U is trash.
Wii U is definitely trash.
Y'all are fake fans.
All right. All right. Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.